Hey guys, what's up? Double Deuce back. Welcome to my channel. I haven't been around putting up videos in a couple of weeks there, but I got something wacky I've been working on. We got a new kind of V8 I want to show everybody, and give me your thoughts on it. So stay tuned, and here we go. So when I would go through my thinking time there, I was at work one day and I'm putting together a train wreck, I call them, or an airplane crash, because I fix cars for a living, and I had one that was hit really hard. So you kind of get lost in your work, and you just kind of like doing the routine, and it struck me. I said, hey, you know what? Why couldn't I build a quick, easy sort of V8, because everybody knows I build little engines and all that stuff, and I bought my Aussie V8, down here, and like I say, they get expensive. So my thought was, how could I build a V8 that's the cheapest V8 you could build that looks really sick, that would, I guess, cater more towards the F1 style engines, or the Asian V8 engines, because the Aussie V8 is an American-based small block from Chevrolet. So this is what I come up with. Now, I got parts on order, so it's not ready to go totally, but that's what I got. I took two Toyan L400s, and I mounted them together. I was going to make them so the fans would be and the belts would be at the front. However, the way the camshaft is designed in the L400, it would, I was going to turn everything around in the cylinder head, but I can't do it because no matter what you do, the cam still only works in one direction, and that's this way. So I was going to turn them around, but it would put the carburetors out here, and I wanted the exhaust to be on the outside. So that's what I come up with. So right now they turn this way instead of this way, and so I come down here, and I thought, well, the problem with these engines is they need a bigger clutch. So I mounted the two together with a slave shaft down here, and it's like a piece of 3/8 steel going through a couple of bearings, and then I will put a bigger, like 5th scale, like B5 clutch on the back of it. Now this here is my the frame that I had made, and I used the RC 4-wheel drive 5th scale Yoda axles, and it's got the the Sen GST wheels and tires and gearbox and all that stuff in it. So it's a true 4-wheel drive, and I had it brushless, and it's pretty crazy as far as brushless. But I thought, wow, put a couple of Toyan L400s together and come up with a makeshift V8. So here's the deal. We all know how much these engines cost, okay? But it's still half the price, or basically a little over the quarter of a price of an Aussie V8, because the Aussie V8, I guess right under here, the Aussie V8, just the kit form without the supercharger is around $3,000. The supercharger is another $1,200. You can buy the engines assembled for about $4,500 to $4,700. But like I say, it's cool. I love it. Don't get me wrong. But I wanted something complex looking, so that's when I come up with this. And so when you look at it, it's a very simple, quick design. And so what did they say the horsepower was of this? Around three horse or something. So this would be like around 6. But the thing is, the revving capabilities of this engine are crazy. And you can see everything just kind of set in here. You know, they sound like a F1 engine when they're revved up. They sound like your crotch rocket bikes. And so that was my view on it. Like you say, give me your thoughts of what you think. That's why I've been working on the crankshaft debacle so bad, because I wanted to do this for a long time. And with coming up with the thicker head gasket, I got one on this engine. This one here's a brand new engine I just got from them, and I do have another one that I'm going to convert. This one's got the big bearing in it. This one don't. So I have another match to this one. The head gasket seems to be helping with the crankshaft failures, so I'm going to keep on keeping all of that. And I do have the material now to make the center support bearing for this engine. But so this is my thoughts. I thought this would be pretty cool. I can make headers if I want, but I thought just to use the Toyan product the way it was, mount 2 together on a piece of angle steel and use the slave shaft in the bottom. What I'm waiting for now is 2 steel gears to show up, and on the back I need some 1-to-1 pulleys that will slide over the shaft here and then fit to the crankshaft of this engine over here. And that way there, it'll turn, because this is counterclockwise, because this should turn this way, and this engine turns this way. I know the fan runs backwards. So I will hook a 1-to-1 to this shaft on the back from this engine, and this one's counterclockwise, so that way I can flip them around, have my carbs on the top, my exhaust on the side. I was going to turn everything around and mount all the pulleys and stuff this way on the thing, you know, on the back side of this. And I was going to turn the block around, but the way the block's configured, the head, I would have to notch the cylinders for the exhaust valve. And I didn't want to go altering nothing, because it would, I feel it would lower the compression on one bank, and I want the engines to be equal. So anyways, like I say, that's what I got going on there. I do have an up and coming video that it's going to be pretty crazy. Thanks to Steve from RC Tanks and Trucks. If you see, he's got his little L200 or NR200 put in his F450, and that thing is wicked cool. So you got to check out that video. I figured he would really love that engine because it has great power, and that F450 has no problem with like lighting up them back tires and blowing some donuts, you know. So anyway, like I say, for now, this is what I've been messing with. Give me your thoughts on it, and I'll get back with you as soon as I can, because I'm overloaded with comments and stuff I need to get to answer. But I was so into this thing here, you know, it's just it was just a brainstorm I had one day, and I thought about it, and I just whipped out a basic bottom support for it. I will have a pan on the bottom to catch the oil, because this is basically what I did was took a piece of angle iron and just made it long enough for the block, used the oil pan to trace it out. And I will open this up to lighten it up, and then I'll make a lower cover and then replace these slide bearings with real bearings, and then I will put one oil pan from these on the bottom with the oil extrusion. So, but I don't know, I think it's pretty wild looking. What do you think? I'm still waiting for parts for my distributor setup. They should be coming. And then I'm waiting for, like I say, the parts for the pulleys and the tooth belt, so I can run a 1-to-1 off this. So, what do you think, guys? Sometimes I'm dangerous, but it's all fun. So, you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you later. Adios.